Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to this Leap Day edition of NewsLink Indiana. I'm Tony Sanlaven.
And I'm Brittany Erman. Thanks for joining us.
With Super Tuesday and the presidential primaries tomorrow, Ball State students got a little taste of election fever. Today is the first day students are able to vote for their next Student Government Executive Board. Jonathan Chapman has more on what each slate brings to the table.
Ball State Student Government has two slates up for election. Bailey Lachlan has been involved in SGA for the last 5 semesters. She says it is important that students take the time to consider the slates and vote for their choice.
I think it's really important for students to vote first because SGA is a large student organization that is created to represent all the students on campus, and the executive slate is who represents us when they go to meetings with administration of our university. So when you elect them, you're electing them to represent you.
This morning, an email was sent out to all the students at Ball State. This email provides students with a link to the election ballot.
With Student Government Association's elections currently underway, students get the chance to choose who will be in this office next semester.
Ball State Summit consists of presidential candidate James Wells, vice president candidate Anna Barretts, treasurer Emily Haley, and secretary Brock Frazier.
We really tried to focus on the smaller organizations that maybe don't get as much light sometimes, and I think that's what's going to set us apart is the reach that we've branched out to.
Ball State Slate 18 consists of presidential candidate Matt King, vice presidential candidate Greg Carbo, treasurer candidate Race Bates, and secretary candidate Lexi Williams.
Because we don't want to have our whole year focused on our agenda. We want to be able to work on those 9 platform points, but have input from the school. We want the students telling us what to do.
Ball State students are highly encouraged to get involved in the student government process, find which slate they favor, and submit their vote. In Muncie, Jonathan Chapman, NewsLink, Indiana.
The ballot is open until tomorrow at 5 p.m.
A federal judge has blocked Governor Mike Pence's order barring state agencies from helping Syrian refugees resettle in Indiana. Today's ruling comes in response to a request for a preliminary injunction from the group Exodus Refugee Immigration, which helps settle refugees. Now, U.S. District Judge Tanya Walton Pratt wrote in her opinion that the governor's directive, quote, clearly discriminates against Syrian refugees based on their national origin. More than 24 states have taken similar action to suspend Syrian resettlement programs. Pence released a statement following today's hearing saying, quote, during these uncertain times, we must always err on the side of caution. I suspended participation by the state of Indiana in the Syrian refugee resettlement program, and I stand by that decision.
Indiana Lieutenant Governor Sue Ellspermann submitted her formal resignation today. Ellspermann said she was resigning with a, quote, conflicted heart. Her resignation will take effect on Wednesday at 5 p.m. The expected move now clears the way for state governments to confirm Governor Mike Pence's chosen successor, Eric Holcomb, on Thursday.
A shooting today at a high school northeast of Cincinnati, Ohio, left 4 students injured. Witnesses say someone opened fire inside Madison High School's cafeteria. A Butler County Sheriff's official says 2 male students, 14 and 15 years old, were hit by gunfire. Another 2 were injured by shrapnel when trying to escape. Injuries to all 4 are said to be non-life-threatening. A 14-year-old male student was taken into custody. Authorities say they have an idea of a motive but are not releasing it right now. The school district ended classes early for the day.
Spring isn't the only thing on its way this time of year. FAFSA deadlines are approaching.
The free application for federal student aid is very intimidating at first when students look at it. It has a lot of questions, but the best way to file is online. If a student files online, it has skip logic, which means as the student goes through and answers questions, any questions that are no longer relevant just disappear and they're not asked. So to really do it online, it has a lot of edits, and it has that skip logic that allows the student to really move through the application quickly.
Students must submit their applications by March 10th to receive financial aid. Students who do not meet this deadline could potentially miss the O'Bannon and 21st Century Scholar Awards. Well, Brittany, I'll tell you what, the weather the past couple of days has been kind of crazy. It seems like it was very, very warm. I even had a cookout over the weekend, and then today it fell back into the 30s. It's really hard to get a grasp on how this Indiana weather's behaving.
Right, and in Indiana, I think it's safe to say you might see a couple different seasons per week. But Kaylee, what season can we expect next?
Well, currently we're at 45 degrees, and we could be seeing a little bit of everything this week. If we take a look here at our current radar, we do see some rain showers out to Illinois, and those rain showers will be in the forecast tomorrow for Muncie. So I will be talking about rain chances, our next time for snow, and also rising temperatures. All that and more coming up on Cold Weather.
A new CNN ORC poll shows Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are ahead in their respective Republican and Democratic contests. In fact, 70% of the people polled said Trump and Clinton are now likely to earn their party's presidential nominations. So how will this all play out on Super Tuesday? Scott McLean takes a look at the race and breaks down the latest numbers.
A day before Super Tuesday, Marco Rubio is giving Donald Trump a taste of his own medicine, calling him a con man with a spray tan and small hands.
We are not going to allow a con artist to take control of the party of Lincoln and Reagan.
But the mudslinging may be all for nothing. A new CNN ORC poll shows that Trump is running away with the race with 49% support among Republicans. Rubio is not even close. Looking to close the gap, Rubio's schedule is packed today. 5 events in 4 states. Donald Trump has only 2.
Donald Trump is poised to do something that neither Mitt Romney nor John McCain could do. He is poised to win on both sides of the Republicans' geographic and demographic divide.
Tomorrow is Super Tuesday.
And on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton looks all but unstoppable, coming off a big win in South Carolina. Heading into the Super Tuesday contests, Clinton's popularity among African-American voters is expected to help her in the southern states. Bernie Sanders says he has a shot in Minnesota, Colorado, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, and Vermont.
I think you're going to see us doing, and I think the polls indicated, much better within the African-American community outside of the Deep South.
But nationally, it will be an uphill battle for Sanders. Clinton leads Sanders 55% to 38%, according to the poll. Regardless of the Super Tuesday result, Sanders insists he still has a path to the nomination. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
Coming up, a reality TV show is headed to Muncie and is recruiting Ball State students to help out.
And the heavily traveled campus road is getting another makeover. This and more after the break.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
A new reality show is set to be filmed at Ball State University. NewsLink Indiana's Tanner Holbrook has the story.
You've seen singing contest shows like The Voice and American Idol.
But a new type of music television contest is coming soon, and it's being filmed right here in Muncie. The challenge? Songwriting.
The show is called The Song and will feature 15 contestants from across the United States competing to create the best original music composition. Judged by former Hootie and the Blowfish frontman Darius Rucker, former Sony Music official Skip Bishop, and one unnamed judge. But why film a show in Muncie? Producers of the show say that Muncie has a hometown USA feel, and Ball State's recording studios are world-class facilities. The show will culminate in a concert at Pruitt Hall featuring the winning artist's song. But they aren't just using Ball State as the location of the show, they're getting students involved as well. Ball State's Director of Music Media Production and Industry, Robert Willey, thinks that this is a great opportunity for his students who will be helping with the show's rehearsal sessions and live sound recording.
So we need assistants for the 3 judges. There's also going to be an assistant for the director. There's going to be a team of 5 or so MMP students here working in Soundhouse C and over there in the studio to rehearse the band.
Students from Ball State's telecommunications department will also form a video team to record footage for the show as well as assist with the final concert. Although it is not certain what network this show will air on, the excitement is building around this series that could impact both Ball State and the Muncie community in the future. In Muncie, Tanner Holbrook, NewsLink, Indiana.
The taping of the show at Pruitt Hall is open to the public, and tickets are currently on sale at the Emmons box office.
The project to reconstruct Neely Avenue has been awarded a $1.5 million contract by the Indiana Department of Transportation. The project will include a full pavement replacement as well as bike lanes and a landscaped median. This is a continuation of a 2010 project that saw a similar change for the section of Neely in between Kinghorn Hall and the Studebaker complex. The project has been on the table for 8 years. Chris Harrison, a designer at Ball State's Institute for Digital Intermedia Arts, hopes that this project will help connect Ball State to downtown Muncie.
With less than a month of being open in the village, a new restaurant offers a unique taste to the Muncie community. Reporter Abby Kirk has more on the story.
Located in the village next to Ball State's campus, a new restaurant has sparked attention. It's called Two Cats Cafe. In less than a month of being open, the owner Bassam Helwani is happy with how well business is going.
I'm very overwhelmed. I'm very happy. The response has been very positive.
What used to be a bar called the Locker Room is now a cafe. Helwani says he wanted a change for students as well as the Muncie community.
I thought, why should I compete with already established businesses here? Why don't I bring something new to the village, something more unique, something more options to the community here?
Helwani continued to say that his intentions were to bring more unique foods to Muncie.
Crepes, nobody's offering crepes here. Smoothies, nobody's offering smoothies here. Vegan and gluten-free items, I think very limited businesses are offering here.
The cool cat atmosphere and nice getaway is what Ball State student Amanda Norris loves most about the restaurant.
It's really relaxed and the music is good and a lot better than just going out to drink.
In Muncie, Abby Kirk, NewsLink, Indiana.
The cafe hopes to bring the community together by having more events like stand-up comedy and live music.
If you're looking for rain, snow, and warm weather all within a week, you've come to the right place.
That's right. NewsLink Indiana will return with your full weather forecast. Stay tuned.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Psst, they're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Now, Brittany, the last couple of days, it seems like we've seen pretty much every season. You know, over the weekend it's pretty warm, today got pretty cold, rain, snow, all that. Judging by what we saw on First Weather today, it seems like we're going to see all of that in one day coming up here in the next few days.
And I think we could all just go for some consistency. So, Kaylee, please, any consistent temperatures coming our way?
I wish I could say there would be some consistent temperatures coming through, but we do see a cold front coming through later tonight, so we will be seeing cooler temperatures and then warmer temperatures and just kind of a mix of everything. As we take a look here at your national temperatures, Minneapolis currently at 22, Denver at 47, over on the West Coast, Las Vegas at 78, and Los Angeles at 58, Dallas at 69, and right here in the state of Indiana, Muncie currently at 45 degrees. As we take a look here at Indianapolis at 45 degrees. The southern part of the state, Bloomington at 42, and up towards the north, Kokomo at 39, and Fort Wayne at 38. Expect a low tonight of 35 degrees here in Muncie with partly cloudy skies, with winds around 8 miles per hour from the southeast. Tomorrow's high will be around 47 degrees as we do see rain majority through the day, and around 6 p.m. we will see that shift over to snow with winds coming from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. We shouldn't see much accumulation. It will be sort of like last week's snow where it just kind of stuck to the ground. Now our almanac, again, we don't have a lot of data since it is a leap day, but on average we're normally around 40 degrees for the high, so definitely well above average. You can see we hit a record here in 1972 with a high of 66 degrees. Now 24-hour temperature changes, we are seeing drastic. The change of 11 degrees in Indianapolis, 9 degrees in Bloomington, 16 here in Muncie, and 13-degree change in Kokomo. Now again, Precision Cast shows we will be seeing some rain showers as we do see a cold front moving through. So here's Tuesday at 12 p.m. Majority of the state either covered in snow or rain chances. But as we move through the rest of Tuesday and into Wednesday, we will see those snow chances come around 6 p.m. and rain and snow should be out of the forecast throughout 9 p.m. on Tuesday and through the rest of Wednesday. Again, clear skies, maybe a little cloud coverage for Wednesday, but no snow or rain for Wednesday. Now for this chance of snow chances, we will be seeing higher wind gusts as we could see wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour in some places tomorrow. Now with rain accumulation, we could be seeing between 1/4 of an inch and a whole inch of rain, but again, this could be a mix of snow and rain. So you can see Indianapolis could get above an inch of rain. Now as we take a look here at your 7-day forecast, again, rain to snow chances on Tuesday. Wednesday, cooler temperatures come in with a high of 34 degrees. Snow comes back into the forecast on Thursday with a high of 36 degrees. 30s stay in for Friday with only a high of 35. Saturday, snow chances again with a high of 46 as we do see the cold front moving out of the forecast and higher temperatures coming in. Sunday, a high of 50 degrees, and Monday, a high of 58 degrees and sunny skies.
Well, you know, that 58-degree high there on Monday, I'm actually kind of excited. I'm staying here in Muncie for spring break. That'll be the start of spring break,
Yeah,
so
you'll be sure seeing those warmer temperatures.
A lot of fun to see some warmer temperatures there. Thank you very much, Kaylee. Coming up, we will recap what happened in Ball State sports this weekend.
We'll also look at men's basketball record-setting performance over the weekend and preview tomorrow's senior night game against Central Michigan when we come back.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Robbie General with sports. It was quite a busy weekend in Ball State sports with 8 different athletic teams competing since Friday. Here are some of the results. The men's volleyball team is on a 10-match win streak following last Friday's 3-0 sweep over Lindenwood. The 8th-ranked Cardinals boast a 13-3 overall record and remain the only MIVA team with an undefeated conference record. Ball State softball also continued its winning streak. After a 4-0 weekend at Western Kentucky, the team has marked 6 wins in a row. At the Russ Matt Central Florida Invitational, Ball State baseball went 2-2 with both wins coming against Milwaukee. Sophomore starting pitcher Brendan Burns earned MAC West Pitcher of the Week in his 6 scoreless innings and 5 strikeouts against the Panthers. Women's basketball snapped Eastern Michigan's 5-game win streak and earned a first-round bye in the MAC tournament next weekend in the process. The 67-63 road victory came from Mariah Monaco's career-best 8 three-pointers. Three-pointers were no problem for the men's basketball team this weekend either. The team set a school record with 18 threes in its 115-79 victory over Eastern Michigan on Saturday. 115 points was the most the program has had scored in a single game since 1998. The men will now turn their attention to tomorrow's big game against Central Michigan. With just 2 games remaining in the regular season, the Mid-American Conference title race is heating up.
Man, just be normal, man. Like, honestly, I'm excited for the game, more than anything, because we got the chance to do, what that means, getting the win, win the MAC West. I'm more excited for that. But my emotions, I'll probably save them until after the season, mostly.
Yeah. What would a MAC West title mean to you to secure it tomorrow on senior night?
It mean a lot, all the hard work we put in, we finally clinched something, go back to the MAC tournament, all that. That's what's most important to me right now.
Tomorrow is also senior night for the Cardinals. Of the 4 seniors who will be honored tomorrow, only one of them has been here for the past 4 years, and that's Bo Calhoun. Here's Bo Calhoun talking about what he thinks his emotions will be like before playing into his last home game. The men's basketball team has 2 games remaining and will get its first 20-win season since the year 2000, which was the last time the Cardinals made it to the NCAA tournament as well.
Well, that's certainly some exciting news there, Robbie, about the basketball team. Good to see a program finally turn things around. I remember my freshman year, not really great, 5 wins and 7 wins last year, but now potentially to get 20 this year, that is very, very exciting for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, especially because they were predicted to be at the bottom of the MAC West, and with the win tomorrow, they can clinch it outright. So it's going to be an exciting game tomorrow and this upcoming Friday at Northern Illinois as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Robbie. Last night, a Hollywood heartthrob finally received his first Academy Award.
And a famous Las Vegas act is here in Muncie. This and more when we return with your NewsLink Indiana entertainment.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Billy Lehman, and here's what's happening in entertainment. The sixth time was the charm for Leonardo DiCaprio. The 41-year-old star was finally awarded an Oscar for Best Actor Sunday night. He was nominated for his role as vengeful for trapper Hugh Glass in The Revenant. DiCaprio had been nominated 5 other times leading up to this year's Oscars, but was never able to claim the prestigious award. Some other big winners of the evening included Brie Larson for Best Actress, Mark Rylance for Best Supporting Actor, and the movie Spotlight won top honor for Best Picture. The film Mad Max Fury Road claimed the most awards, winning 6 out of its 10 nominations. The Blue Man Group took the stage tonight at Emmons Auditorium, located on Ball State's campus. The group stop in Muncie is part of its U.S. tour. This is the second time that the internationally known group has appeared at Ball State. Students were able to purchase tickets for $25 to watch the show, which involves a mixture of comedy, music, and theater. And that's all for your entertainment news. I'm Billy Lehman. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thanks very much, Billy. Kaylee, let's have one final look at weather.
Well, again, we will be seeing a multitude of seasons the rest of this week. We will be seeing rain chances tomorrow with a high of 47. Those rain chances will start to move over into snow around 6 p.m., but those showers will move out through Tuesday evening. Wednesday, cooler temperatures as we do see a cold front move through with this storm, a high of 34. We will be seeing 30s the rest of the week with snow chances on Thursday as well with a 70% chance there, high of 36 degrees. As we take a look into your weekend, we do see a little bit of warmer temperatures, but that snow is still sticking around. We do have a 90% chance of snow on Saturday with a high of 46, a high of 50 degrees on Sunday as we really do have those warmer temperatures come into the forecast. And on Monday, we do see a high of 58 degrees. And through the rest of next week, that should be staying as a trend around 58 to 60 degrees with sunny skies.
Just holding out hope for that Monday. Get rid of that snow.
Please.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a wonderful night.